Hi, so I kind of have a little bit of rant, just a little one. I find the argument, get back in the kitchen, irrelevant. It's like so stupid and so sexist, and not to mention, it hasn't always been that way, so I hate when people use that. It's like, seriously, do your fucking history homework. Nigga, this only came about like Industrial Revolution. And like women were taking all the jobs and the men were like, oh, we need to do something about this. And so then because before in the past, men and women were like the same, basically. Not like rights wise, but they were viewed as being able to do the same tasks. Because they used to think that it was like, oh, men and women have the same parts. It's just that it's inverted. So, women should be able to do the same tasks as men. And then, in an attempt to put women down, some stupid idiots published a book about, the anatomy of women. Saying, they made it so that their hips were bigger, exaggerated, and, compared to men. And then, they exaggerated the head size, too, and made it super tiny to suggest that women were stupid and incapable of doing the same jobs as men could. In the factories and stuff. So that already pissed me off. But what pisses me off even more is that as time went on, it became seen as something good, like a luxury. If you could stay at home and do meaningless things, the more meaningless life you led, the more respected you were by your neighbors, which is pretty fucking stupid. So that's where that thing came about. That only came about after after World War II, I think. People were like, oh, the more stuff you don't do, the higher up in status you are. So if you don't do anything, then you're doing a pretty good job. So telling me to get back in the kitchen is meaningless, because you know what? That means I'm not doing shit. I would rather be working than sitting my ass home and doing all this work to make the house look nice, just to make it seem like nothing went on, that's pretty stupid. It's like, oh, let's separate the work from home. Instead of just having one person, both people working, it's like, oh, let's just get one person to work. Which is pretty fucking stupid, I don't know. I'm just really mad. Because every time they say, get back in the kitchen, I'm like, how about you get your ass in the fucking kitchen? I've only been forced to do this because of your stupid misogynistic values that came about in the fucking, late 1800s, early 1900s. So it's like, why don't you get your ass in the kitchen, huh? Want me to go Amazon on you and tell you to get your ass in the fucking fields so you can fucking harvest my shit and fucking go to my kitchen and clean up my fucking floor? What happened to fucking sharing stuff people used to do? People, before that whole stupid drawing and shit and saying that women were, inferior to men, people used to split chores instead of just giving all the chores to the women, and the men are like, okay, we're gonna go off to work now. No. That's how things used to be. So don't tell me to go back in the fucking kitchen when, if anyone tells me to go back in the fucking kitchen one more time, I swear to God, I will punch them in the face. I am not even kidding. I'll go even worse than that. I'll get my high heel that society forces me to get, and I'll dig it into your fucking eyeballs. Don't you dare use that argument against me, because you know what? Next time you do, you could be dead. You could be the one with the smaller skull. Because you know what? My head's pretty fucking huge compared to my brother's. Yeah. There's that stupid stereotypical drawing shit already down the drain. Guess what? My hips are smaller than my brother's too. So what do you have to say for yourself? Stupid people that you don't use that fucking get back in the kitchen rant. No. I refuse to get back in the kitchen. I have just as much right to stay out of that fucking kitchen as you do to stay in the fucking kitchen. So don't go telling me that my place belongs in the fucking kitchen. You know what? Because you know what? I'm gonna force you. I'm gonna get my whip. Go all 1800s on you. Early 1800s on you. Get out my whip and start whipping your ass and say, come on, get on that floor and start scrubbing shit. And I know that sounded kind of racist, but at this point, that's what I feel like doing. Because my brothers used that argument against me the other day. And ooh, I went off on them. So don't go telling me to go off in the fucking kitchen, because I can guarantee you that you will have one less arm attached to your body. I hope this cleared anything, that any false pretenses that you were under, because people were equal.